Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name's Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Fantom charts and we are going to see where it might be headed, and we'll cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to cover all the possibilities. And towards the end of the video, I will cover the macro structure of the overall altcoin market as well. Now, for those of you who are interested in trading and would like to try the same crypto exchange I use on a daily basis, then feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange with the link in the video description now down below this video. Now, what's cool about the Blowfin exchange is it allows people from the United States to be able to trade crypto futures. So that is one of the biggest reasons why I love using this exchange. Now, before I actually go ahead and dive into the actual charts, I always seem to get comments from miserable people who complain about my charting style. So keep in mind that everyone trades with a different strategy, and my strategy is by trading the various levels of price action. So if I'm not using your favorite indicator or something like that, please do not think about leaving a comment complaining about it in the comment section, because you're only going to sound like a child there, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. So when we were looking at Fantom here, all right, so here's the thing, all right, last week we had, or sorry, not last week, over the weekend we had a big dip in the Bitcoin market, and it caused all kinds of altcoins to completely take a giant plunge, all right? Obviously, that's not surprising, but a lot of altcoins were structured differently. So we're going to be taking a look at FTM here and see what is going on here, all right? Now, as we can clearly see, we are looking at various levels here, okay? We've got this very bottom support level here at 55 cents, pretty much 56 cents. We'll just call it 56 for shits and giggles. And as you guys can clearly see, we hit that level at both back in March, right down here, and then we hit that level just the other day after we, dropped big time, all right? And then we've got this top section where we obviously hit this top level here on two different days, and it didn't go much higher at all right? So we are pretty much ranging here between 56 cents and $1.22, all right? Now, we are clearly in a downtrend. As you guys can clearly see, we've got this downtrend line here on the daily, and then when we switch over to the 4-hour chart, we can clearly see here. Let me go ahead and get rid of these annoying ass circles now, because nobody wants to see that shit. And as you guys can clearly see here, we are, let's see here, also within this other downtrend on the 4-hour here, okay? This is more of a shorter term downtrend, all right? Now, what I would like to see here, all right, as far as a bullish scenario is concerned, hey, if momentum picks up in Bitcoin and momentum picks up in altcoins, it would be very, very nice to see, obviously, Fantom, rising up and breaking through this downtrend. And what would be even greater is to not bounce off of this, resistance level and go down, but instead go up and straight through, because then we will be within this larger channel of the this downtrend here. And what I could see happening is going up to this level here and probably bouncing off of it. And then what I would hope to see happen is that we end up going down and bouncing off of one of these levels here, one of these midterm levels here, and going back up and bouncing off of it again, and then go back down and then bounce off of this support level here, and then finally break this downtrend level and go straight through. That is my overall hope as far as what I hope to see happen, all right? Now, as far as a bearish scenario is concerned, well, shit, to be honest with you, anything can happen here. And if, Bitcoin decides to take a turn for the worst and, shit starts to downfall from here, like a rocket ship, then, well, I mean, to be brutally honest with you, the level we're looking at here is this 56 cent level. We do not want to break that 56 cent level. If we do end up breaking that 56 cent level, we could end up dropping pretty darn far, all right? How far would we go? Well, obviously I can't see the future, so I can't tell you the exact number, but realistically, we could end up dropping down to roughly this 38 cent level right in here, or this 44 cent level right in here from this little resistance area that we had way back when, all right? So overall here, we can clearly see that Fantom is in a downtrend. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the Bollinger Bands, same thing happened. That is pretty much the my overall confirmation that we are continuing to go down here, okay? We can clearly see that we failed to break through the moving average here on the Bollinger Bands, but the good thing about what's going on here with the Bollinger Bands is they're starting to squeeze together and they're starting to get thinner. So that is a good thing, but obviously what happens when the Bollinger Bands start to squeeze is we end up having some kind of parabolic parabolic move, all right? Now, I'm hoping that that parabolic move is not to the downside. Obviously, we don't want that shit to happen, but realistically, in the grand scheme of things here, you guys, I mean, everything's going to depend on what Bitcoin ends up doing here. But overall here, we want to break this moving average on this on these Bollinger Bands here. All right, once we break through that and we start going into an uptrend again, hey, we can start celebrating. All right, so overall here, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market cap chart now and see what the overall market cap of altcoins are doing. Now, as you guys can clearly see, overall market cap of altcoins, we are currently ranging between this $560 billion level and the $788 billion level. Now, what needs to happen here in a bullish scenario is we need to gain momentum and we need to pass this $670 billion level in order to be able to trade within this range here of 670 and 733, all right? Now, obviously, we're going to need some momentum for that to happen, but I'm brutally honest with you guys right now, I'm not seeing any bullish momentum right now as far as being able to break these very strong levels, okay? Now, I'm not saying that that couldn't happen. I'm saying I just don't see that at this point in time right now. And what I mean by this point in time right now, I mean right now at 12:12 p.m. Central Time, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Now, the other thing that could happen here is we just end up continuing to drop, and hopefully we end up finding support down here and end up bouncing off of support like we did right down here, all right? That would be a magical case. That is what I'm hoping happens if we do end up going to the downside here. But the other thing that I want to talk about here real quick is the same thing with the Bollinger Bands that happened on Fantom is the same thing that's happening here on the overall market cap chart for altcoins as well. Yeah, we did end up closing above the moving average here, but we clearly did not have enough momentum in the next candle. The next candle would have been my confirmation to tell me what is going to be happening, and that next candle did not go upwards, and that would have been confirmation of a bullish uptrend, but realistically we ended up starting to drop instead, and we ended up dropping through that moving average again. So realistically, I am still remaining bearish on altcoins right now, all right? So guys, overall here, that is going to pretty much do it for this one. So I will go ahead and wrap this up. But before I go ahead and wrap this video up, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a nice comment below in the comment section and hit that like button on the video to help me out. And go ahead and hit that notification bell as well so that you never miss when I upload a new price update video, since I'm doing all kinds of different altcoins on this. And if you didn't like this video, well, to be honest with you, I'm sorry to hear that. But with that said, you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all in my future price action videos.